To get into special programming, we're just going to press and hold the program button. Keep holding it in until we get to level 2. As soon as we get to level 2, we're in special programming. It says SPPROG. The code for this is 123. SP7 is our idle mode. Idle mode is a function that takes if the fryer either sits idle for a certain amount of time, or if the store manually, team member manually puts the fryer into idle mode with the 0 button. It's a mode where the fryer is going to lower the heat, just shut the heat off until we hit a certain point. By default, our idle set point is 250 Fahrenheit. So with that heat decreasing like that, the downfall of idle mode is if you need to cook right now, you have to wait just a minute or two for that fryer to heat back up. Make sure you explain that to the store manager or whoever's making those decisions. Make sure they understand that. I would highly recommend using idle mode. It saves a lot of energy and it also saves a lot of shortening life. It extends your oil life in the fryer. So we're going to leave that enabled. Since it's enabled, I get SP7A. Do I want to use the 0 button for idle? Most cases I would say yes. You can manually put it into idle mode just by simply pressing the 0. If you have a lot of products, then you might want to leave the 0 button open for a 10th product. And then it would just automatically enter idle mode at that point. SP7B is auto idle. If I want to enable the auto idle, meaning if the fryer sits idle, no one's cooking in the left side or the right side for a certain amount of minutes that I can set here, then the fryer, I'll just set it to 15. Then after 15 minutes and no timer's running, then the fryer would automatically enter the idle mode. To exit idle, I would just press the number 2X button and come out of the idle mode. I'm going to set that back to 0. SP7C is my set point. By default, our idle set point is 250 Fahrenheit. You can set your idle to a higher temperature, so it doesn't have to cool as much, and that means it doesn't take as long to heat back up to set point. Or you could set it to a lower temperature, and then the opposite would happen. When you exit idle, it would take longer to heat back up. But your oil savings, extend the oil life a little bit more this way. We'll set it back to the default of 250 Fahrenheit.